Today we are hanging out with Lord Commander Raivendark and War Master Hargoth of Darklore. How you doing today, guys?
Yeah, great man. Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you for having us.
Oh, it's my absolute pleasure. So yeah, we've got a few cool things to talk about today, but I thought before we started diving into that, I'm a bit interested in some of the lore of Dark Lore. You make some pretty, you know, lore intensive albums, but I don't know too much about the history of your band. So I was wondering if you could give us a bit of a rundown, if you don't mind, of the history of Dark Lore and how you guys got to the Dark Lore you are today.
Yeah, okay. I guess I'll take this one, Hargoth. Yeah, so I guess if we were to give Darklore a birthday, an official birthday, it would probably be our first physical performance, and that was for May 2015, I think, from memory. So obviously things had been in the works prior to that point, roughly 2 years. I used to be in a another band way back in the early days called Screaming Dawn. I don't know if many people would recognize that name or not, but yeah, ended up leaving the band and sort of went through a bit of a phase of misery where something was always missing, and I was like, need to get back into another band. So I decided to start forming Darklore, and at that point in time, I asked Hargoth here if he'd be interested, being the younger brother, and he said yes. So from that point, we just went around and sort of found our other members at the time, found our drummer Nereva at it was at an Awakened Solace gig, I think, from memory.
Dark
I
Funeral.
first met him. Yeah, Dark Funeral. Yeah, well, I didn't actually meet him at that one, but that came up in like chat and everything like that, and then we found Magus Morgath, who is now in Necrostasis. He was a keyboardist at the time, so it was just us four, and pretty casual back in the day, just a group of guys getting together, jamming, making some music, and with the intent of playing shows. So that's really the history, and from that point, we just played shows and got a little bit, better at playing shows as the years went over. Got a little bit more momentum, got a little bit more love from the crowd and everything, and yeah, well, it's all led here now.
And did you originally want to create a band that's, uh, focus was on these, mythic tales, the epicness of the Lord of the Rings, sword and sorcery angle, or is that sort of something that you guys developed as you sort of found your place together as a band?
Yeah, no, it's always definitely been the intention. These sorts of themes. It's been my whole life ever since I was a child. It's all I'd think about, like yeah, like you said, the sword and sorcery sort of stuff, Conan the Barbarian, and all the good stuff back in the day, and so it all really, it really stuck with me through my childhood, and then getting to a point as to where I'm sure we've all gone through this point now, where we start playing games and stuff, right? And that becomes like an immersive, so immersive that it just sucks you in, like it's a very kind of powerful thing. And so you couple that with the bands that really sort of stand out, you know Iron Maiden, and you know all sorts of, from black metal to power metal, all these bands that really sort of have kind of done it before us, but maybe we take it to a little bit more of an extreme nerdy extent. But yeah, like definitely before Darklore started forming, it was already definitely the vision. Yeah, for sure.
And so the first time we got a good taste of that vision was when you released your record, The Evil of Man, a couple of years ago. And now we are here on the eve of your next release, The Great Elven War.
Yeah, I mean this album, it's been years in the making. We're very, very excited about it. It's every song on the album is incredible. We've poured our heart and soul in every track. What makes it so powerful is every track's so different from the next as well. And so, for example, like the opening track, The Hunting Grounds, if you're wanting something that's really dark and immersive, it's there for you. If you're wanting something that's more highly energetic and melodic, then the next song, Descendants to the Pale Moon, it's there for you. You know, we're diving into Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, the realm of Diablo, Skyrim, mixed with a bunch of our own sort of unique original stories as well. So it's kind of, there's something there for everyone. And yeah, I mean, yeah, we're basically a week out from its release now. So yeah, it's all happening.
You touched a bit there on Descendants of the Pale Moon, which was the first single that you put out for the album. And that was, yeah, as you said, it was an epic. Well, that one runs at like 8 minutes.
Yeah, they all pretty much. I think 8 minutes. 8 minutes. If you sort of like that would be our average. Like if you some of the songs go longer, some of them are a bit shorter, but if you average it out, yeah, it's basically 8 minutes a track across the album, really.
Right. So yeah,
We,
really
we
keeping
can't
up.
we can't write short songs. We can't do it.
Yeah. Epic is that deeply ingrained in the DNA that is Darklore.
Definitely.
And then you released Servants of Sauron, so that very much is well, I don't know if it's so much of a nod as just a complete full headbutt of Lord of the Rings lore. And soon you will be releasing another track, Wrath of the High Heavens.
Yeah, so Wrath of the High Heavens is probably one of our most, just maybe melodic songs, you could say that. It's about the Diablo universe. Pretty big epic track, and it's how we're deciding to end the album. It's the last song on the album coming out, and I think it's a perfect song to end on. It's just has a really beautiful start, finish, very energetic and pumpy in the middle. Something everyone can bang their heads to and jump around to. And then it comes to a nice just a beautiful fade out at the end, and it's just kind of letting you know like the album is finished, the journey's complete, the last battle between the angels and demons have been fought, and you got to wait for the next chapter.
Then you got to start really grinding hard in the post game, get that sweet, sweet loot.
That's it, man. That's it.
Yes, I have. I've spent many a night at a tavern in Tristram myself.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, that song is for you then.
Excellent. Now, you guys are going to be releasing that one tomorrow at the time of the recording of this interview, which is going to be Friday the 13th, which is also a very auspicious day, especially in the world of metal, myth, and mythology. But it's also going to be the day before Valentine's Day. So I was kind of wondering, in the Darklore universe, what would be the ideal Valentine's Day date?
Oh, this is a crazy question. I didn't expect this question. Oh, Hargoth, you go first.
Shit, yeah. In the Darklore universe, the ideal date. Maybe taking a stroll along the beach, slaying some naughty succubuses that are sunbathing down there trying to get a tan. Moving on to a lunchtime special of I don't know, demon flesh slow roasted over a fire. Leading into a majestical night of love under the moonlight on a castle balcony. I think that would be the ideal Valentine's Day in the Darklore universe.
Perhaps under a blood moon.
Indeed, under a blood moon. It's nice lighting. It's got the red light. It gets you in the mood.
What about yourself, Raivendark? Where would you
Oh
like
man.
to take a date on Valentine's Day in the Darklore universe?
Oh geez, in the Darklore universe. I mean, it's so hard because we scatter across so many universes. You know, do I want to take one to Westeros? No, I don't think so. You're likely to die there. Middle Earth, Middle Earth has some nice places, but tomorrow we're doing this whole Wrath of the High Heavens thing, right? You can't get much more beautiful than the Silver City. Let's go all the way up to the Crystal Arch and watch the Light Song make these angelic beings. I think that'd be pretty cool for Valentine's.
And hopefully there's not a full outbreak of hell happening there at the time. Best to avoid that.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yep, yeah. I guess I guess Lilith and Inarius had that whole thing. Maybe they probably did that for Valentine's Day, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, they might have been setting the trend for that one. But either way, both
Yep.
sound like really nice nights out and very romantic, which is probably not a particular angle you were going for with Darklore, but you are now.
Well, thank you, Rashid.
But speaking of other nights that are going to be good nights out that you could perhaps bring a loved one along to, would be that you are going to be having the album launch for this record at Blutz Bar on February the 28th. So only a couple of weeks away. What are we going to expect to see when we come see you guys play live?
Yeah, it's incredible. So we are performing this whole album, which stands to be about 70 minutes in total in length. So we're doing the whole album, every song, chronological order, back to back, no downtime in between. What we offer is a complete immersive experience. So from start to finish, like you'll have that feeling where you've just sort of left the world, and that's basically what you get with a Dark Lore set like this. So that's what we're offering. Just one complete immersive journey.
You've got Glora supporting you on that show, and it makes sense now that you only have the one supporting act if you guys are going to be playing, as you said, 70 minutes plus of music. I saw you guys perform with Glora at the last Nowhere Festival. Is that where you first found them?
Yeah, well, we've actually got Warp Seer on the event as well. So it'll be Warp Seer will be opening. Doors are 6:30, so Warp Seer will be 7 o'clock. Glora will be 7:50, I think, from memory. I can't quite remember. And then yeah. The thing is there's a bit of a cut off for live music at Blutz, so we couldn't really have a bigger lineup than that. But Glora and Warpseer, we both found them at our last gig we did, which was the Nowhere Festival, and I think I speak for all of us that we were pretty blown away by both of their sets. They're both very, very, very good bands to watch. So yeah, we're very happy to have them aboard this incredible event.
Get them to join the party and go on a quest together.
Exactly.
They're both good bands, and they're all really nice dudes. I just went to Gloria's Laura's gig that they did last week at Brightside, and had a little bit of a chat with the fellas, and yeah, they're all real nice dudes, and same goes for Warps here. So keen to have them aboard, and keen to give everyone a good show that night.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be a blistering one with all three acts. Yeah, I just was doing a little bit of poker around. In fact, like, how did I miss the fact that there was another act on the bill? So my apologies to Warpsia for overlooking you. I'm trying to remember if I caught them at Nowhere Festival myself, because that year I only made it later in the evening. So I may or may not have seen them.
Yeah, they were the openers on the heavy stage, so yeah, right at the start of the show.
So I
I think they were
definitely missed them.
Openers or the second band. I'm unsure which, but they were right at the start.
Wicked. Well, I'll make sure I definitely don't miss them this time. And it's one of the cool things about being a gig photographer in that sense as well. If I'm ever questioning my memory of what I did or didn't see at a particular show, I've got that evidence that I can actually go back and go, hey, I photographed those guys. I guess I saw them.
Exactly.
Any other final words you guys have about the album or the show that you want to tell the people?
Yeah, I guess our firstly, come watch our show. It'll be great to have you along. Let's turn Blutes into another heavy metal venue. Show them that heavy metal bands can sell out a venue. Make them want to keep bringing heavy metal bands back to it. We all know we need another heavy metal venue in the valley. You know, ticket prices are pretty affordable. I know it's been pretty expensive, the amount of gigs that we've had in this past month or so. But you know, it's $20 currently, so grab a ticket, come along, support us and support the local scene. That'd be great. If you want to listen to our music free, I think it's February 20th. Our whole album will be made available on every major streaming service. So, you know, check us out. If you can't make our live show, if you're in another state or anything like that, just give us a listen to, and hopefully you like us. And yeah, if you like us, then that's awesome. One day you can come join the fun and join the battle with us.
Hells yeah. So grab your sword, grab your axe, grab your mana potion, maybe even grab your love potion, and head down to Blutz Bar for the launch of the album. And yeah, queue it up, get it ready to stream on your streaming platform of choice. Get your Darklore on.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Rashid.
Hey, my absolute pleasure, guys. Yeah, all the best with everything ahead, and I will see you at the show.
Yeah, awesome. See you there, dude. Thanks so much again.
Thanks, Rashid.